Hello everyone, and welcome to Truly Bedrock Season 3. This is episode 28. How's everybody doing? I'm doing great. Now, last episode, we built the pumpkin and melon farms that are above us, and they have been doing excellent. I am not getting a ton of melons, nor am I getting a ton of pumpkins, but I'm getting more than what I can trade with 2 villagers, obviously. But here is our melon production after a half a night of AFK, and here is our pumpkin production. It's going swimmingly. We're also getting a bunch of emeralds, and soon we will be able to start really doing some things. As you can see, we did change this block back to a regular block and then put the wall here. That is because Melvin here moved over a little bit, and then he also delinked from this workstation and linked to this one, I think. But either way, the pumpkin and melon trades were locked out for a little bit, so place these guys back down, and now they're all good to go. We could do a little bit more trading with them, but we got things to do. The other thing that I did was move this zombie. He originally sat in the block that is in front, right here, and I moved him back a block so that this whole area would look the same as these areas here. Now we have a nice symmetrical layout, and eventually we will be putting a villager here and here. Of course, right now we don't have that, but we do have the dispenser all set up, the piston all set up, and redstone run to this lever here, which is really, really nice. Now it seems that these corners here in the base have been a little dark. I'm not necessarily here because we have the end rods. It's more just up here where the villagers actually are because we've placed in torches. And that is because, I don't know, I think my light source is here. So this area seems a little dark, and I went to the nether when we gave Lee back the sponges that we borrowed during stream day. We had to fly through a warped forest biome, so I grabbed some of these shroom lights thinking that maybe if we place that in there and we put some trap doors around it, it might not look bad. Give a little pop of color. We would have to move these 2 chests, but it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, while we were flying through the nether, we had to fly over the nether fortress that is closest to spawn a couple of times, and when I did that, I decided to go get myself some more blaze rods. So the Pigglesworth hit us all up on the Discord saying he needed some blaze powder for ender chest or ender chests. I said, I've got a few stacks of blaze rods, you can take what you need. I didn't know how much he needed, so I went ahead and got some more, and of course, whilst I was doing that, I managed to get myself 2 more wither skeleton skulls. Now, once you get 2, you gotta get 3, right? That first one comes in and you're like, alright. The second one hooks you, and the third one makes you work for it because it took forever to get it. Now, I had forgotten that I had 16 in here, one of which was given to us by Groovo when we took the wither skeleton over to him as a joke. So I'm actually going to take this one out, and this gives me 6 different wither fights. Now, originally the plan was to have all of us on Team 1 fight the wither, but as you guys would have seen from a couple of different videos that have popped up, real life happens, and it's hard to get us all together. It's hard to get us in the same area. And you guys would have seen in other people's episodes where the scoreboard gave its verdict on the Wipeout tournament. And I'm not going to give any spoilers away just yet, but if you haven't seen it, I wasn't there. So I couldn't be there. Real life has happened, and it's unfortunate. So, we've also been talking about scheduling wither fights quite a few times, and if you guys remember, it was very early on when I did this sat in this fortress collecting these wither skulls, and when I originally did it, I only got 15 because Silent had his own wither skulls. And since we're kind of having an issue with scheduling and stuff and not being able to get together, I thought, hey, you know what? Let's just go ahead. Let's gather up some stuff that we need, and let's go fight the wither. We'll go fight it. We'll fight it 6 times, and we will deliver everybody a nice present, right? So we need a few things for the wither fight. We're going to need some soul sand, obviously, for the wither. That's probably way too much soul sand. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to grab this from the workroom. But we need a sunflower. We need a piece of dirt. We're going to need some obsidian. That should be plenty. Now, I know what you guys are probably thinking. You need a sunflower for a wither fight? Bear with me. You guys will see in a minute, or in a moment, rather, what we need. The cauldrons, 2 powdered snow, sunflower, dirt, and obsidian for this fight. Well, the soul sand has been gathered, and we're only going to fight this thing 6 times, so a stack should be plenty. And I'm going to go ahead and use this little entrance up to kind of the top-ish of the nether. We need to get to the top of the nether. This is going to at least get us above lava and stuff like that, so we shouldn't have too many issues. Now, once we're up here, we're going to just need to find some naturally generated terrain and make our way all the way to the top. There's a very specific order of things that we must do, and going through something like this should get us to where we need to go. Also, this is going to be kind of a temporary setup, as someday we may make this more permanent. And of course, a ghast is going to interrupt our talk here. There's another one. But yes, this is going to be a temporary thing that we do. So now we need to dig a staircase up and work our way to the bedrock that is at the top of the nether. So here we are at the top, and I've gone up a little bit higher right here, and this is honestly about as far up as you can go at Y level 124-ish. But I need to get to Y level 125 to build my chamber. So to do that, luckily, I grabbed some cauldrons and some powdered snow. And basically all we have to do is place down a cauldron, a bucket of powdered snow, and then a bucket of powdered snow, and that will delete the bedrock. We can then reclaim our powdered snow and our cauldron, and now we have a nice little way up. And this works no matter where we place it. A very, very simple thing. If we were to actually pillar up, now we're at the right Y level. And what I need to do now is I need to dig out a 3x3 area. So we're probably going to take out this last little bit here, like so. And, yeah. Yeah, I think we'll take that out, and then we'll dig this out, and then we'll dig that out. We are going to have a way out of this thing, and this is where the sunflower comes into play. And it's going to come better into play when we actually get the room dug out, but I need to know where I'm at, okay? So if you place a sunflower down, it always faces east. And if you were to put your right shoulder, the right-hand shoulder, on the flower, in front of you is north, behind you is south, and to the left of you is west. And that is the side that matters, is west. We want to be spawning our wither in to the west of where we're going to build our platform. So what I'm going to need to do is probably go this way, as a matter of fact. Because we're going to spawn our wither over here, and it's going to spawn over in this area, if that makes sense. I hope it does. We do need to dig out a 3x3 area, like so. And another 3x3 area. So we want to have an exit that we can get out of, and then we have a 3x3 area. We have a 3x3 area here. And now we just need to dig this thing up to the proper height. And then, of course, we can bring ourselves up. We can move some of this bedrock if we need to. It's not a big deal. So that's the next thing to do, is to take our cauldrons here and start clearing out a little bit of an area. So this could take a while, but we've got enough stuff, right? So let me tell you something. If you were to put a cauldron in a spot like this, and let's say you can't see around the bedrock, and you place both of your powdered snows in here, it will still delete that bedrock, and you can remove this powdered snow in the cauldron, break this block, and then retrieve your powdered snow back. And I know that because we just made a mistake, and we were digging this thing up, and we had to figure that out. So I find it kind of funny that we're using powdered snow for this bit, because when we did the bedrock breaking tutorial, I believe it was last season, or maybe it was a couple seasons ago, we used regular snow and pistons to actually break the bedrock. So it's kind of funny how snow continues to be the way to break bedrock. Now, a few of you guys are probably hollering in the comment section saying, Zap, there's an easier way to do this. And you're not wrong. We could go to the end. We could use the end portal frame that the Ender Dragon kind of hovers around, and we could easily defeat the Ender Dragon or whatever have you, dig underneath that thing. We'd need to defeat the Ender Dragon so that we could... let's take this one out as well. We would need to defeat the Ender Dragon to get all of the end gates up, or spawned, and then we could spawn... We're trying to break bedrock and talk at the same time, so we would need to dig underneath the platform and do something very similar to what we're doing here. And the thing with that is, let's see, we could probably close this area in, right? We might use this as like a little hidey hole just to kind of hide back. There is potential that the dragon will actually do some damage to spawn, and so we don't want to have that happen. We don't want anything to happen to our spawn, so I'm not running the risk. Now, just so that we're clear, that is east. We need to spawn the wither over here. Now, some of you also may even be hollering right now saying, hey, what happens if... Well, what happens if... There is no if, because we tested this in creative first, right? That is the smart thing to do. And made sure that this worked before we started putting it into practice here on Truly Bedrock, so that we didn't run into any issues like we have in the seasons before. So, seasons past, we have fought the Wither. I think last season we ended with like 40-something deaths, very similar to here. We're sitting at 10 this season. And all of those can, or most of those can be attributed to Wither fights. So, yeah, we definitely don't want that. But now that we are at Y level 125, we can get our stuff out of our inventory. We can grab our shulker box. We can grab all of our Wither skeleton skulls, and we can start spawning this guy in. One of the things I said earlier was we were going to fight the Wither skeleton, and what I meant by that is we're going to cheese this bad boy. If you've never fought the Wither boss in Bedrock, which, come on, all of you that are watching me obviously play Bedrock, right? It is one of the toughest bosses in the whole game. It's very hard. There are a few things that you can do to prep yourself better for this fight, but we're going to cheese him in. I don't feel like fighting this thing. I don't feel like dying, so... Here we go.
we build the obsidian platform. As you guys saw, we had the flower in the middle facing east. We need to spawn the wither over here on the west hand side. So to do that, place a block just on this side of the obsidian. That is where the back of the wither will go. And then all we have to do is place in wither skulls like that. He goes over there. And as you can see, he's trapped inside the bedrock there. And as long as we don't attack him, we shouldn't take too much damage. And we shouldn't really get attacked by this thing, and he also won't pop out of the bedrock. Now, another reason that we built this thing 2 blocks high is when up here in the top where the wither bar is, once he gets to half health, this guy is going to go into the it's not invulnerable mode, but he's no longer can be damaged by ranged weapons. He will spawn in withers. Those withers will spawn in, and they will also be suffocated to death because of the 2 block gap here. And yeah, this is it. We see here, we watch the wither die. Very, very simple. Hopefully you guys saw a little speedy up bit of the wither wreaking havoc. And looks like we got our nether star. Looks like he caused a little bit of damage, but no damage was done to the obsidian. And that is the reason that we placed it down. And we have our first nether star. Looky, looky. I've got a beacon. So perfect. Now I guess we're going to do this 5 more times. This is going to take some time. I think that was like a 5-minute process there. And I am, just for grins, going to fill this stuff back in to give him something else to blow up. I don't know if that matters. I'm pretty sure it's just the floor that keeps him in this spot. And like I said, as long as we don't go up attacking him, doing dumb things, then we won't have a problem with the wither boss anymore. So let's spawn this guy in and get some more nether stars. And here we go. 6 beacons got. Look at that. That is nice. That is nice. So now, we're a little low on obsidian, but that's fine. We can go get some more from the bartering farm of Lee's, which is just that way a bit. And what I want to do now is I want to deliver these to the respective members of Team 1. So Piggy, Lee, Dadcraft, Zloy, and Mr. Whisperer. And we're gonna do it with a little bit of flair, I guess. So we're gonna need some iron to make a little bit of a base. And then we're gonna need some signs, which I'm going to stop at the base. The starter base for that, since Zloy and Silent are just over the horizon. So the first base that we're gonna stop at is Silence. I don't know how much of this he's already shown, but we are just going to place down a little bit of a beacon base to get the beacon beam going. And we need a sign, and I think what we're going to do is just team 1. I think we have to do this for each layer. Rules. And then we will just do... Yeah, see, you have to do it for each thing. So we will do like this. Team 1. Rules. Like that. And then we will do another one like this. That's a little... I should have looked at that before, but I guess... Let's see, Team 1... Rules... Yeah, there we go. There we go. So off in the distance should be Zloy's base. How am I having issues when there is nobody on the server? I'm all alone. As a matter of fact, I think we fly past Lee. Is this Lee's portal here? I'm not 100% sure. I know where her portal is in the Nether to get to her base. No? This is the right tunnel. Yes, okay, okay, we were in the right spot. So look at that, we can hit 3 in 1. So let's find a spot to lay down this for Lee. And then once we get all of these laid down and placed, of course I will... hello? See, this is not where we were at. Nope. I know where we are because I left Lee a present. I told Kitty to guard this. Alright, so I think... not many options here, but we'll just do... something like that, and then we'll place the sign down that says Team 1 rules, right? Not that, that. There we go. Alright, let's go off to Zloy's now. This thing is epic. That's all I can say. This looks like a place where Zloy would hang out. Looks like we've got some stuff going on here. We got a super smelter and whatnot, so this is a good place to put this. So we're just going to put it right here. Hopefully, can't miss it, right? Team 1 rules. We'll get better at that as time goes. Cool. Now it's off to Dadcraft's, and Dadcraft is the opposite way and then that way a little bit. So, I think we're just going to take a flight. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We're getting the hang of this. We're over at Dadcraft's. Like I said, I knew how to fly over here. I didn't know how to necessarily get through the Nether to here. We hung out with Dadcraft a long time ago doing the Axolotl breeder. And there's his Nether portal, so we're going to backtrack through the Nether to get to old Piggles, who is the last member of Team 1. So hopefully we can do... Yeah, look at that. We're so good at this game. Let's go see Pigglesworth's area. Oh man, Piggles has actually been doing some work in the hub area for us. Taking and continuing the tunnel. That's super awesome. It's looking really, really good. And I'm happy that somebody's helping out. But we would have never found our way back from Dadcraft's. I had to do a little bit of digging to get myself back from that area. But here we are. Here we are under the canopy. We'll just sleep over here. Of the one and the only Mr. Pigglesworth. And I know he's doing a lot of business down there, so we are going to set... Oh, this is carpet. Oh, look at... Oh! He's got himself one of those soul sand valleys, or soul sand areas. Yeah. This is super cool. It's fine. It's fine. Because we can still do this. Ah! There we go. Alright. We probably should move this, considering he's going to come out of there and he's going to go down there. I was stream sniping him one day. That's the only reason I know where he lives. And he should actually know where I live because we hung out one night and I took him to the base. But there they are. All the beacons for all the members. Now, as far as our beacon goes, I have nowhere near enough stuff to actually make a beacon base, using up a lot of my iron for different things. Maybe we'll just get our hands on some more diamonds and build a beacon out of diamonds. I really don't know what we're even going to do with it, honestly. It's just going to hang out here in the inventory, or in this treasure box for now. And there's Loy, as a matter of fact. We could give him the good news. I am going to go ahead and place the powdered snow buckets in here in case I want to do anything with them. And I actually have quite a bit of powdered snow. All these cauldrons that I have in my inventory were sitting on top of my base. I went AFK overnight collecting pumpkins and melons, and we did manage to collect ourselves some powdered snow, so that's good. But now, it's time for me to go dump off some emeralds and end today's episode. It was a lot of fun killing withers. It was a lot of fun doing different things and messing around with different mechanics and getting away from the base for a little while. Maybe we'll do some trading with these guys. But as for now, that's where we're going to end things today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, it's raining in my house. It's snowing in my house. Please hit the like button if you did enjoy it. Make sure to leave a comment. Consider subscribing if you're new. You guys know the routine by now. Check the description down below for all the different ways to unfollow. To infollow? What? Oh boy, it's been a long day. Check the description down below for all the different ways to follow me, including Twitter, Twitch, Discord, Truly Bedrock Discord, Truly Bedrock website, Patreon. You guys know the routine. All the other Truly Bedrock members' YouTube channels are listed down below as well. Go check them out. We gotta get a video uploaded. I'm recording this Monday, the same day that Monday's video is actually set to release, but I haven't uploaded it yet, so it's gonna be late. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.